welcome to the first race I did last week at Indianapolis in the Indy cars on the lead up to the Indy 500. Looking at the results from qualifying now, see we're going to start in 5th, obviously very close when it's just one lap around an under 40-second oval, but qualifying isn't really too important, so should hopefully still be able to move up a few places. So as we go towards the green flag, then going to try and get a good start and keep it clean on turn 1. Pace car pulls into the pits and the leader goes very early, which I wasn't really expecting. Car beside us on the 3rd row gets a good jump, as does the car in 6th place. So we're going to move down a spot on the run into turn 1. Taking it nice and easy, just trying to keep it clean and safe and survive. But it seems that others behind weren't having the same kind of mindset as the caution was called. Skipping ahead then till after the restart, we're after dropping back a bit from the top 5, but as you're going to see, kind of a good thing as 4th and 5th come together and another caution is called. So it seems like it's going to be a very yellow heavy race. On to the restart again now, obviously single file for the restarts. Pace car comes in, going to try and get a good start. Which we don't really do. You can see in our mirror the car behind us is much closer than we are to the car ahead and going to challenge us into turn 1. Luckily we just get ahead and we're able to take the place, or keep our place. But on the short shoe over towards turn 2 we get a great run on P4 and down the inside of turn 2 to move up into 4th place. As they're battling behind now, we're just going to try and stick in the slipstream to catch back up to the top 3 and skip ahead then onto the end of that lap, and as you can see that's exactly what we've done. We've caught straight back up. Skipping on to just a lap later then into turn 1, the 2 leaders are going side by side, and I wasn't going to try and go for a move here, but I go for the inside line just to try and get some air on my wing, and we get a good run on P3 and we move up into the podium spots. On the run into turn 2 we get that move done. And now on the run down the backstretch in the slipstream, could maybe have a chance of taking another spot here, but once again another caution is called. Moving again then onto the restart. As we cross the line there's only going to be 2 laps left of this race. I'm going to try and get a good start now and maybe we can battle for the lead, but as with all my restarts in this race it hasn't been great. The cars ahead have got a jump on me and coming under pressure from the car behind. But into turn 1 I have the confidence now to keep it flat out on a restart. I know that the tyres are going to hold out, and on the exit of turn 2 now, as it gets towards the end of the race, obviously the leader's trying to break slipstream and just trying to follow in the tow so we can try and catch up closer. As the yellow car, David, goes for a move on the outside of turn 3, seems to wash up a bit and doesn't get that job done, as we close up a lot now to these guys. Out of turn 4, once again sticking well into the slipstream, and the advantage we have here is we have a tow from the 2 cars, and look at the amount of speed we carry. I don't know if Dave was trying to back out, trying to play a position game for the last lap, but we really had to check up there as we're side by side with David through turn 1 and gets the momentum, and through turn 2 he manages to take back 2nd place. And once again we're going to tuck back into the slipstream. So yeah, you can see the speed that you get from the slipstream here is down into turn 3. Don't really have anywhere we can go there, just trying to get some clean air on the wing to get a good run. Very close now through turn 4, but we really wash up and get a lot of understeer. Now we're coming under pressure from the car behind. We go down across the yard of bricks now. I wanted to go to the left to get better slipstream, but Jack in the red and white car behind us, I didn't want to turn across him, but luckily David in the yellow car, he pulled out and we were able to get some slipstream and stay ahead in 3rd place. As the 2 leaders are going side by side on the final run down the backstretch. Neither of these have slipstream, which I do, so we're closing up, but I have to back out. There's just no room for me to go anywhere, and now just going to try and get a good run out of the final 2 turns, and maybe we can have a go down towards the line and slingshot past the 2 of these. Through turn 4 we don't get a great run, but with the slipstream we're going to try, but there's no really where for it to go and we end up hitting the wall. But luckily we managed to carry momentum across the line and we finish in P4. So we're going to look at a replay of that run to the line now, and Obviously, as we saw, got a great run on these two, and if I kept this clean, I could have got one or two places. So pausing here, you can see the gap between the two cars, which is what I was trying to go for, but then I thought better of that as I saw starting to close, so had to react and go to the left-hand side of the green and white car. Looking at this now in hindsight, should have went to the outside. There was room between David in the yellow car and the outside wall, but it's a lot easier to do these things, see these things in hindsight. And as we play it on now, you can see just overreact and end up hitting the inside wall, bounce back out into Jack, and then back into the pit lane wall. But luckily, carry momentum and managed to finish in P4. So as we look at the results now, obviously finishing P4, less than 2 tenths off the lead, but managed to get a good gain of iRating. Didn't lose too much safety rating for that collision at the end. But for a first race around Indy, first oval race in quite a while, I'll take that result.